I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
Now, I've been saying from the start we should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way...
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. Brilliant. Let's get the people of London on board. Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
From the Buccaneer, this is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello,
Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends of mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been extended so many times. It's like the neck of a politician that's criticised the government.
I'm not sure entirely how those contract negotiations went, probably like a footballer. In the old days, I assume Albion's agent was leaking stories to the press about how our favourite private militia was being tapped up by Barcelona. The government panics and thinks, well, we better get them signed up before it's too late. But still, violent crime, a record low. Although I imagine that probably depends exactly how you count it. If you include violent crime committed by the state, either themselves or by Albion.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You will have to do the manual override.
Smart move having redundant systems like that. Can't trust anyone, right?
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
This is what you wanted, mate. Get to it. Sabine! Right, where's the fucking light switch?
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every optic device. Whether you're using the optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your optic from Bloom's central command center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Whoa, whoa, it's all right. I'm supposed to be here. Authorization code Sabine sent me?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed. That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
Sounds like a proper conspiracy, Bagley. Who was really behind the bombings then?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton, well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day.
Coming up in today's episode of... Hello and welcome back to The Upload.
Was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come... My terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley. God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as 0 Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Fuck, that's mental. You were lucky to get out alive.
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
Yeah, about that. I'm guessing that if I join up, that kind of attention extends to me, right? Christ, Sabine, it's fucking risky.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
I say, Amir, so what the hell? Let's get to it.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit.
Hello and welcome back to the...
We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when some...
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Just like that. Nice one. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Nice one. That's it.
There's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have it?
Welcome to the team.
I must say, I'm rather looking forward to the experience. Let's go hunt some baddies.
You all right?
Listen, are you sure I belong here? What if recruiting me was a mistake? I don't even know how to be DedSec.
Learning on the job's the way to go.
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
That's all well and good, but it's the power brokers that need to be brought down.
Albion's turned London into a full-on occupation zone. We're at war, plain and simple.
Meanwhile, Clan Kelly has risen to the top like rotten cream. They need to be brought down.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
First order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR Reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
You have the face of a stupid business. Get on with you.
Calm down, face, mate. Making a scene.
Eat ya.
Right.
What a get.
What is this? As if life wasn't fucking hard enough.
Monkey ass.
need to get my revenge. Hey, I bet your knees are sore. Shit!
Got a vehicle behaving erratically. Initiate lockdown. We need a lockdown right now.
Have a hacked vehicle. Search for the offender.
He's here. I know it. Lock it down.
Very nice.
No machine is deciding my future.
Keep it up.
Hell yes. Bloody ridiculous.
You look like someone who's had just about enough of this bollocks. Am I right?
Wait, are you with DedSec? I just so happen to need some help.
I mean, can't guarantee anything, but we'll try. What's up?
A dear, dear friend of mine has gone missing. I've done everything I can to find them, but to no avail.
That's terrible.
My friend was...
We are not machines. Asshole. Fantastic.
Keep it up!
You think you got what it takes?
Here you go!
Keep going. What the fuck?
Shut it down. We've got an intruder.
Traffic isn't bad enough. Something's up with this vehicle, people. Begin lockdown.
Let's find him.
You hear me? Wait.
John, begin a search.
Nothing to report. Checking elsewhere. You can't hide forever.
Sorry. So sorry.
Scanning for potential threats.
What the fuck was that?
Oh my god, what are you doing, man?
Jesus Christ!
Is that a fucking gun?
No, I
Okay.
Okay, what is going on? Right, I'm clearing the fuck out of here.
What's that?
Something dodgy going on. Lock it down. What's going on with that? Shut it down.
Search the area! Someone's hacked this vehicle!
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area. That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
There's something over there. What's this shite? Yeah, no arguing with that logic.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Cool. Wouldn't mind the home version, know what I mean? For research purposes.
You're right, we definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here, and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. Located the CTOS hub.
Not the sharpest knife.
Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
I bet no one's just gonna hand over this AR tech, right, Bags?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSec network and clone my own version.
Hold up. The server's on the roof. You've got a plan, I hope.
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
So, you got any idea where I can find someone like that? A heavy lifter with a construction drone?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Not helping.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
Do not give your children to wolves. And do we actually own anything as a country now? Is there anything we haven't flogged off for profit? I think we've basically just become a homeopathic Britain. Diluted and diluted until there's barely a trace of the original Britain left. But some quackish lunatics insist it actually works better that way. It's total bullshit. Is there anything left? New on the bug this week, a new feature, the bug off feature. The person who has most irritated us in this week, we're going to bug off, and to get things going, I'm going to nominate Big Nigel. Nigel Cass, look, this is Britain. History tells us this place is a bastion of freedom. I'm just not sure that that kind of freedom should involve Big Nigel expressing his freedom to run a private army. I guess historically there is a precedent, the East India Company. That was a trading house with an army of 250,000 soldiers, which is a lot for a company. The Bug PLC has Alice with a water pistol, but crucially, compared with Albion, the East India Company didn't operate its $250,000.
Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one.
They look promising.
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks sufficient too. You need to find a construction worker.
Things based on things I already like. The other day it recommended me to watch a reality TV competitive dating show set in a nude commune. Andy, I watched it and I liked it, and I do not want to be the kind of person who enjoys nude competitive reality television.
Don't know a screwdriver from a hammer myself. One of them big drones could be useful, right?
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks sufficient too. Occupation? Check. Drone? Check. This could be the one.
They look promising.
Look around here. State of emergency. Albion is permitted to secure the safety of the city by any means necessary.
What in the blue blaze? They don't have access to a heavy cargo drone.
They look promising.
How do you feel about changing the state of things?
Ah, so you're DedSec then? Good. I could use a hand with something.
I mean, can't guarantee anything, but we'll try. What's up?
Well, the fucking government gutting the NHS is the larger issue. But for me personally, it's the money I took from Clan Kelly to pay me medical bills. Help me clear the debt, or I'll be stuck working for them till I die.
Right. I'll set things in motion.
Oh god. Oh god.
Don't be weird. Clan Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something.
How do you feel about changing the state of things?
Are you DedSec? Oh, thank God. I need your help.
I mean, can't guarantee anything, but we'll try. What's up?
I think I was poisoned. I worked in an Albion warehouse, and whatever they had us hauling was pure poison. Once, I got so short of breath I nearly tumbled off scaffolding.
That's terrible.
I complained to the regulators, but they told me they had insufficient evidence to investigate. Which is absolutely absurd. How could they possibly find sufficient evidence if they won't investigate?
Pretty obvious that Albion have paid off some officials. We better have a look at this.
There was a moment
Okay, but...
when actually there was an effort to try and stockpile something. There was some things to put down.
Listen. Just calm down.
What now?
Hang on, I'm scanning every single government employee schedule for evidence of a cover-up. It takes oh, never mind, I'm done. Ah, here we are. A high-ranking Albion officer met a medium-ranking public health official on a boat in the middle of the Thames, right around when our contact got sick.
Bags you roll. Think we can get a view of that boat on any nearby cameras?
It's in London, so almost definitely. Pushing you the boat's current location now.
That it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. People were far more frightened than some of this historical stuff makes out. And now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the word Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting things that they could previously get legitimately and can now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from there, we got to the situation we have now of this bit of war between criminals and security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in capitalism. Wider structures with capitalism fails to deliver. Here's underground writer and analyst Alfie, The Politics of Poverty.
I think what we've come to now is a realisation that capitalism has essentially failed. I mean, the one key promise of capitalism that it makes to its citizens is that there will be surplus, that we will have plenty, and that's the whole logic for running society in this way. People will have enough. And now, with these kind of huge shortages of everything, you're seeing that system collapse. It hasn't delivered on its primary promise. And I think we've really reached the situation where we have to do away with capitalism entirely. We're seeing there's shortages for the many, but for a few individuals, there's an elite who are not struggling and short of anything. And so this is kind of fundamental inequality in the capitalist system, which is no longer producing the goods for most of us. Shortages are being used as well. I'm not saying that there isn't a real shortage, there possibly is real shortages, but shortages are being used as an excuse for those in power to keep what they want and not give to the rest of us what we need. So the excuse that there's simply not enough to go around is the justification for maintaining a kind of power of the 1% and leaving the rest of us short.
So if you're starving hungry tonight, if your parents can't get their medicine, your father and sisters have to steal to eat, remember, it's all for the good of others. Or someone, just not us. But that's gonna change. You've been listening to Buccaneers. Keep spreading the word and keep sharing the podcast. There's enough of everything out there for all of us. We just need the guts to take it back.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything.
The boat is moored nearby. You should be able to scrape some onboard surveillance data if you get close.
Acknowledged.
Your optic nerve and let you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes, instead of having to carry around. And my favourite feature is public transport. With the optic, you can just walk.